Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the finest and freshest football club TV show on the continent. It's the third episode of the Kcca Fc TV show, and it's a plethora of everything that happened down during this week. Now, to give you a sneak peek of what is happening this week, we have an exclusive interview from the goalkeeping department of Kcca Football Club. We got to hear from the goalkeeping coach at the football club and also the captain of the Kcca Football Club, and that is Charles Lukwago, and also another goalkeeper that has been a product of the soccer academy and now is playing for the senior team for Kcca Football Club. We have everything from that department, and you'll be getting to know how they prepare for games and how they get to choose which goalkeeper plays which game. And guess what? We have something from the fan zone. The fans have reacted to the new signings that were unveiled on last week's show, that is Mugume and Luanga. We also got to get something from the social media and how fans reacted, and a lot of hot news on this show tonight. We are serving it hot. My name is Magero Moses Mwanje, and I'm your host for the Kcca Fc TV show. Now, to start it off this week, in a bid to revisit our roots, we made a courtesy visit to one of our very own, Is Everything Kcca Fc. The club cannot be talked about without mentioning this gentleman. We'll be getting to know what exactly he had to say, and we also got to hear something extraordinary on why exactly Kcca Fc started this TV. We'll be getting to know from the vice chairman of the football club. We also got different insight from Mr. Bidandi Sali himself, and a lot more on this show tonight. Take a look.
Welcome to the latest project that is being launched today for the archiving of the club history. The whole idea is that we need to connect the past to the present and to the future, and to be able to tell our roots as a football club, where we've come from, and to also be able to amplify the works of the people that came before us. It's a project that is supposed to be dignifying the works of all the people that came before us, from footballers to administrators and the chairman. The people who put the building blocks on this mighty club all these years, from 1963 all the way until the present time. What the club is trying to achieve here is trying to make sure that it documents its history, that no one else can write its history apart from the people who have walked the path of the game, of the club, and the yellow side of the town. It's important that we can tell our history in its truthfulness, in its exactness, in the manner that is befitting and can be helpful to future generations. This is a project that has been in the pipeline for a couple of years, and I am happy and pleased to say that it has finally kicked off, and we have started off with none other than the one and only Mr. Jaberi Bidandi Sali, and a couple of legends and former administrators that have heaped a lot of the fat and the beauty that you see currently at the football club. We are happy, and please enjoy the archiving, and we are hopeful that through the years and through the days and through the platforms that we shall be working with, you will be able to enjoy and learn more from the things that everyone else thought they knew, but now you'll be getting them directly from the horse's mouth.
Oli abamukyamu nnyo bw'aba yamanyi nti nze natandika Kcca. Omusajja bamuyitanga Wamala ye yatandika Kcca, ate Wamala yakuliranga kugamba sewerage system eri wansi eri mu Nankani industrial area, Nankani sisi Nankani gye batandika n'abakozi be. Akati najja yeegattako ne omugenzi Sessanga, bamuyitanga Sessanga. Olwo Sessanga okujjamu ng'emaze okuyingira mu league, mu third division, yali third division. Kahwa yalinga akulira eyo yalinanga ekifo gyakulira eyo kati wetwafunanga omuzannyi eyagala omulimu nga y'omu ku abo bwe tuyitamu okufunira abazannyi baffe emirimu kawo kati nga nze mwekugambye nze okuyingiramu okubeera active lwakuba nali meya deputy meya naye ate nga nsula naggulu kumpi ne training engeri eyo gye nayingiramu kati nembeera absorbed nondebwa nenkolaki naye nga ebiseera byange ebisinga obungi ebyolweggulo nga mbeeraawo ku kisaawe timu ya Kcca yatrainingiranga ate nga naye okugamba ngiraki nzannya nabo munankani awo kati olwokuba nti nno nali mukuluko ne experience ye nalina kugamba nentandikawa okuba training okubadusa bakozesa exercise biki n'okuba trainingira ddala nga ndi awo enaggulwa ate n'okuba nti nali kansala mu biseera ebyo nebyegattira awo nenfuuka omuzannyi wa Kcca eventually nembeera coach abazannyi abalungi mu Kcca mu biseera byange nze nabaleetamu ngenda nembogereza nga oba nfuna omuntu nagira kiri nabogereza netubaleeta naye nga ne kanaka nako kabaawo quietly ng'ogera n'omuleeta najja naye ate n'omufunayo n'akantu naye kyali nga ekisinga obukulu omukwano gwe twestablishinga nga wakati w'abazannyi nange kenyini nze Tom Lwange oyo kugamba nga yamanyi nti ali ne daddi era buli kintu kyonna ekinamugwako ate nange kenyini nga kochi waabwe kugamba nga ngira ngoberera nnyo abazannyi embeera y'abazannyi baalidde kugamba nga sigamba nti baalidde bwe bakuŋŋaana ne balya naye nga kugamba ewaabwe ewuwe gyasula yalidde atya ali atya nga ngezaako okufinding out wanga tojja kuddusa muzannyi mirundi emeka okola otya nga yalidde bujanjaalo nakawunga oluusi bwatyo kale nga nange personally nina engeri gye mbayambamu amawulire ga kirunda gankuba wala era kugamba bwe nalaba ekifaananyi kye ku nankano ku TV kugamba omusajja omukulu naye nefuna ebiyengeyenge nalina okujja akatambala ogezaako okugira okusiimuula amaziga naye nga kyankuba wala nnyo ate naddala bwe namanya engeri gyeyafaamu kugamba amangu out of the blue kyankola bubi nnyo kyankola bubi nnyo kubanga y'omu ku abo abaana be nazaala abatali ba musaayi naye be nazaala ne manya nti nno oyo mutabani wange nze namukuza era qualities zino ezimu na zino yagira ki kwegamba yezitwala endabira ddala omwana gwe nakuza ate gwe njagala ennyo ng'abamukumu kale n'olwekyo kyankola bubi tajje mukulu nganza okuvaamu amaziga okukaaba amaziga tekiba kyangu naye bwekityo bwe kyali. Kyensinga okumujjukirako okusooka gwe mukwano gwe yalina nange gwe nalina naye ne respect gye yanninamu kwegamba yalekeraawo okubeera omuzannyi w'omupiira n'abeera omwana wange kwegamba ekyo nkimujjukirako ate nga kwegamba na buli kabanga ankubira essimu oli otya muzeyi owulidde kale ekyo nkimujjukirako nnyo ku nkolagana wakati wange naye naye ate nemujjukirako ebikwatagana n'omuzannyo gw'omupiira kwegamba yali omuzannyi ali most dangerous ku forward line ate eyali so firm mu defense njukirako ebyo qualities ze then namujukirako particular incident oba incidences gamba negolo eyatutwala mu Africa finals mu Africa Cup yatebesa omutwe oba bamumujjukira ye yatutwala mu lunanga. That goal, I think it was a single goal. Pira gwalwawo nnyo nga muzibu nnyo nga basajja bali b'amaanyi yali Ethiopia gye twali nayo yali Ethiopia naye goal kugamba that goal yenzijukira mujjukirako ku muzannyo nti egoolo eyo era kyobola ndi kati nkyajogera nako ye yatutwala mu Africa Cup of Nations naye nga bwe ŋŋambye nga bw'agenda mu maaso most dangerous nga bw'asigala emabega most trusted. Teamwork, discipline. Teamwork, discipline. Ne love between officials and the players. Kcca Football Club, Kcca is there to stay. Teri madman ayinza gamba nti agijeewo ne bw'aba meya afaanana atya ne bw'abeera minisita afaanana atya and so on and so something permanent. Kale n'olwekyo bw'ogenda n'onoonya rutusi zaakyo kiyamba football fraternity okumanya ensibuko ya emiradira gya club
And just like they say, you cannot know where you're going if you do not know your past. We have heard it from the people that pioneered this club, the people that set the ethos and the values for this football club, and the reason as to why we do live up to this day, 57 years and counting. Those are the guys that started this whole thing, and they're really, really proud of the football club that it still lives on up to date. And it doesn't only end here tonight. We'll be hearing from them in our subsequent episodes on the Kcca Fc TV show. Now we'll be going into a break, and I will leave you with our moment of the week. Now welcome back from the break. I will be getting into the club news for this week. Now we'll start it off with very sad news for the football club. One of our footballers in the soccer academy, that is Pius Sebolime, lost his father this week, and his father was laid to rest in Chotara district. That was on Tuesday. We grieved together with the family of Pius Sebolime, and we only hope that the good Lord can guide them and comfort them during this trying time. And may the soul of his father rest in eternal peace. And I will also be getting into a different club news for the week. John Revita, remember he underwent an ACL surgery the other week, and he's taking on his recovery process quite well, and he took to his Twitter and posted a tweet showing a lot of positivity, and you get to feel that he's not really feeling a lot sad during this time, and he's trying to be positive and knowing that very soon we'll be getting back on the field of play. And that's his tweet, that Mr. John Revita trying to tell his fans that, everything is positive, and he knows that he's going to get back and he'll be playing the game of football once again. And I remember last week we unveiled players on the Kcca Fc TV show, and that was Mugume Ashraf, aka Fadiga, and Charles Luanga, aka Neymar. And now when our fans got to know that we had unveiled these players and their pictures were making rounds on social media, the fans took to social media that's different, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and all other platforms, and showed their love. And this is how the social media fans reacted to our new signings. That's Charles Luanga and Ashraf Mugume. Take a look. And now to supplement what our fans on social media had to post when we put up those signings last week and when they were unveiled on the Kcca Fc TV show, we took to the fans this week and asked them what do they think of the new signings for the football club. And they had different reactions, just as usual. The fan zone is when the fans get to say it all as it is. These are their reactions on what they think about Mugume and Luanga joining Kcca Fc Football Club. Take a look.
My name is Kiza Jordan. Most of you know me as JK7.
My best moment at Kcca Fc when we won the fans moment, against Vipers.
Sekisambu obiwa wabamukola ki omusajja bamukola ki bakubye gol wanagisetize up eventually Kcca FC baguddewo akaunti yaabwe mu dakiika zina 31 oluvannyuma lwa very good.
That was really my best moment at Kcca FC.
My best moment of the season was the great win against Villa, where we thumped them, and of course stadium was full. If you had to look at one of the stadium capacity digits of the season, that would have been one of the greatest, as one of the goals that hit me most was when Kcca Mustafa was swinging in with his left from a mile away. That was something that was instinctive and reached even the minds of great men that had come to see the match.
What a goal in a derby! Okuvewa Mustafa Kcca naberanga kabeka singe yandibango lunako lukatewo, and what a way it would be. Nyanda akutene kutema bagamba bannange sikikkiriza yamala kikkiriza. Kcca FC egozi 3 Villa 0 Saidi Keni tamanyi kimukubye.
Bwatyo omuvubuka Mustafa Kcca yamisinga omupiira okusembya nga batuuka ne ttiimu ya Mbarara City afunye chance emadde okuva wa Kezron Kizito nakkakkana omupiira abadde Gift Ali Abubeka nakkakkana bulungi nakuba shot ebadde nnungi nnyo. Bwatyo Saidi Keni goalkeeper wa ttiimu ya Villa omupiira tagulebe nebeera ggoolo eyokusatu eya ttiimu eno eya Kcca nga batuuka ne ttiimu ya S Villa ogusembyeyo.
Basically that would have been my best moment, because Villa was a team that had been having this rivalry and was also counting in coming into the big top positions of the league. So we beat them and we managed to progress as a big team.
One of my worst moments was when we lost against Mbarara City. I was there personally and I watched the game when we lost. That was the worst moment. Against Mbarara City, we really needed that win, but we lost it.
My worst moment of the season was the great loss against URA in Indeje. The URA of the big man Sam Simba, who had actually learned the tactics of the Kcca team.
Kcca FC 0 katolekera epira kuse etana bakubya katiba bandi bakalakomya omuzanyo.
It was a little bit frustrating because the fans went against the gaffer Mike Mutebi, and the losing, the goals came in late. We couldn't do anything, just getting maybe a consolation goal, but it was all in tatters for the team because we lost focus at that moment. I think basically that would be my worst moment of the season. We have seen that the scouting has been very high, and we expect to see quite a number of players that will be coming in adjusted, because we have heard that they will be dropping most of the players that failed to counter the previous season and those that remain. I perfectly would like to see players like Paya Sobuya, one of the marksmen that has been at Maroons, a club that has been relegated, and I know this kid has great vigor and would like to now come to a winning team. One of the players that has the characteristic of cutting in with the left foot with that tradition of Alan Okel. I think with Mike Mutebi around, he will be polished and we shall be ready to come back and conquer.
I'm appealing to our administration to sign Bright Anukan. He's a very talented player and he has proved this to us.
Bright Anukan, one of the boys that was prolific in the Sekafa Senior Challenge Cup here when we won. And if you see that he managed to progress at the national team, definitely with a team like Proline, having been relegated, he would be coming now to a team that is winning to get a new challenge. So basically, I know that he would be heading to the StarTime Stadium very soon as a player that would be looking for success.
Kcca FC signed 2 young talented players, Charles Ranga and Mugume Ashraf. These are 2 young talented players from 2 different clubs.
We saw the stats and we are perfectly well knowing that they come with a vision and they know what they are going to do at Kcca. And with me, I know that if they are to maintain, and pick a leaf from what the previous players had, we shall have the best football club by next season.
I heard Ashraf Mugume saying he's ready to give us goals, and we are definitely waiting for the goals because he's a good, young, talented player.
The fans should expect more goals from me because I'm an attacking midfielder. They should expect a lot of passes because it's what I do most. They should expect a smile because I'm a funny guy.
And we are waiting to see what he's going to deliver. We're waiting to see his magical performance on our magical pitch.
My advice to the two new signings, please, Ashraf Mugume and Charles Wanga, please follow what the gaffer, Mike Mutebi, will tell you, because we have seen players at the club that have prospered after listening to what he says.
I advise them to work hard, to love what they do, because if you love what you do, you will enjoy it. You will enjoy it.
If you take his advice, however tough, however strict he may be, you will reach miles away. And you should know that the fans, we are behind you, the media is behind you, and everyone. So do your best at the club, shine, live the moment, and just know it's more than just the club.
Talent will take you anywhere and everywhere you want to go, but your character will always determine whether you stay up there or you're down. So let them watch out their character. Listen to the coach, and I know under Coach Mike Mutebi, they will definitely show us what they got.
Wow, brilliant ideas from the fans. You get to always look out for the fan zone on Kcca Fc TV every week. And this is what exactly happened as we had told you. And you get to think that Mugume and Luanga have a bright future at the football club if only they can stay focused and do the right things as the coaches tell them. Big stuff for you, Ashraf and Charles. And we very well know that at the football club you're going to prosper and become very big players, more than even you, Kevin. So we're going to into a break, and when we get back, we'll be looking at the custodian department of Kcca Football Club, what exactly happens before and after football games for that department.
There are people who believe in us and make sure the world knows about us. They connect us. They help us move. They care for us. They're there when we need them, making sure we look good. It's because of them that we are who we are. Catch us play the beautiful game live on Kcca TV, channel 222 on Star Times. Thank you for believing in us.
Now welcome back from the break. Now we'll be diving into the goalkeeping department, call it the custodians for the football club. We caught up with the coach, that's Mr. Chwanka Daniel. We also caught up with the captain and the goalkeeper, the first choice for the football club, that is Mr. Charles Lukwago, and also one of our goalkeepers from our development side, to tell us how exactly do they prepare for games? How exactly do they recover from games? When do they get to choose that this goalkeeper will be the one playing? What drills do they take, and how do they master the art before going into different games? This is what exactly happened as we interviewed the goalkeeping department for Kcca Football Club. Have a look.
I'm Chwanka Daniel, goalkeeper coach at KCC, born from Kamuli, grown up in Jinja. I enjoy being a goalkeeping coach because this is my area of specialty. I've seen goalkeeper graduating from junior team to senior team through my hands.
My name is Charles Lukwago, Kcca goalkeeper and the captain. I've been at the club for 5 years.
I'm a qualified coach trained by the United Soccer coaches. I've got a diploma, advanced diploma, goalkeeping. I've got a diploma in special topics, training goalkeepers. I also have a certificate, FIFA level, goalkeeping. I also did attacking principles of play, and also did a defending principles of play.
As goalkeepers, we prepare to help the team win. We prepare to play better, to organize the team, to be equal to the challenges ahead. We prepare in a way that we are able to make saves, we are able to help the team win and improve as individuals and take our careers to the next level.
Primary role of goalkeepers is to prevent ball from crossing the goal line within the frame of the goals, and also to initiate attacks. Kcca look for a goalkeeper who has following qualities. One, the goalkeeper who is technically competent, the technique, is comfortable with the technique. Secondly, a goalkeeper who is tactically aware, is the tactical awareness, the know-how the team plays, the tactics of the team. And thirdly, Kcca is looking for the goalkeeper who is physically able, who can run long hours, who can jump, sprint for long hours, who is fit. Thirdly, Kcca looks for a goalkeeper who is emotionally stable, and also the lifestyle self-directing. The goalkeeper who is self-directing, we don't need to police him. He's supposed to manage himself. He knows the don'ts and do's of a professional goalkeeper. In pre-season training, we focus on developing our goalkeepers, so we focus on technical trainings and also conditioning of the body for our goalkeepers. And then in the season, we focus on the game situations, how the game, the nature of the game. We do game situation trainings in the season. The nature, the culture of our game, we build up from the back. So modern goalkeeping, at Kcca we want a goalkeeper, a playing goalkeeper. Goalkeeper who is comfortable on his feet and also on the hands.
Building from the back, as our way here at Kcca. It's a hard style. It's good for the viewers and the people watching. It looks risky because for a lot of things, as a goalkeeper, you have to be intelligent to make decisions that are equal to the situations. You must read the game well. You must be able to play. You must be almost as good as the upfield players. So it's risky and it's challenging, but it's worth it. When I'm faced with a one-on-one situation, what do? First of all, I try to get into the mind of the guy in possession, close him down, deny him the right angles, then try to compose myself and do the best to save.
In the match situation, when my goalkeeper makes a good save, I celebrate because he's a good runner. Having taught him and he does what I've taught him on the field of play, I celebrate. My best moment as a Kcca player was when we qualified to play in the CAF Champions League group stages, when we advanced against St. George here. It in itself was history, so I was part of history. My proudest moment at Kcca, seeing my goalkeepers develop, graduate, up to the national team, up to the senior club, and some have gone for professionals. We have Chan Benjamin and Mugabe Yasin. I improved them. They joined the national team. Later, joined professional goalkeeping. Then I've improved Lukwago. He's now a national goalkeeper. I also have now Mwerusi, who are currently graduated to senior team. My worst moment as a Kcca player was that game against Express this season. I misjudged the situation and it costed the team, and it costed me as well. Got me an injury that kept me out of action for some time. It was so unfortunate for the club and for me as an individual. It's regrettable. Such things happen during careers, but the most important things are the lessons we take from them. When my goalkeeper got a serious injury on the hand, broke his hand, so it was bad on my side. I felt bad.
My message to the young goalkeepers out there, I urge you to be disciplined. First of all, listen to your coaches, work hard. You'll make it. You'll make it with those attributes. You'll make it.
And that's it from our goalkeeping department. Call it the custodians for the football club. And we also have something exclusive from one of our own. He's been through our soccer academy, that's our development side, and he's risen through the ranks. And now he's a player for Kcca Fc senior team. He got to play some football games before the season was called off, and he only conceded 1 goal in 4 games. Brilliant shot stopper with a big future behind him. He has also had some features for the national team, and this is Mr. Mwirusi Ali.
Mwirusi Ali Ramadan, Kcca FC goalkeeper, a graduate from Kcca Soccer Academy. Well, in the soccer academy, we used to have fun, like in training, even during matches, because we were strong enough and our team was ex-champion from the others. I remember we lost a game, and that game was against Vipers. It was a final, which we lost in penalties. Well, we used to share moments with my fellow colleagues, Kcca Mustafa, Nyokero, Jidas Poroto, among others, and everything was going on well, and we all used to love to play for the senior team, and we used to work hard for that. We used to think about it and work for it, and finally it just came true. The academy side, everything was going on well. Yeah, it was my dream from day one to be part of Kcca, and it just came true in 2015, of which Mr. Patrick Isiagi scouted me from the under-17 the Cubs, to Kcca Soccer Academy. Well, after joining Kcca Soccer Academy, I started training the senior team before the league was established earlier in 2015. I used to train with the senior team, and I was motivated by Yasin Mugabe, Benjamin Ochan, and Opio Emmanuel. Yeah, these people I used to love the way they could do things. As a child, I had a dream to be one day to be like one of them. I used to push myself harder. I was their third goalkeeper. Then after time, I came as a first choice. Then after becoming the first choice, in 2016, I was ruled out of the under-17 category and was promoted to the senior side. Started training, though I had no contract, no license. We used to train hard, and I just made my dream come true in 2020, where I got my contract. On the senior side, I started as a third goalkeeper, replacing Tom Ikara. And through hard work and patience, I became the second choice. I used to work hard, and I used to see from my senior captain, Charles Ukwago. I used to learn from him. We used to share moments and ideas about the game. Well, when a game against Express, my colleague got injured, and I was told to warm up. I came on, and everything, my colleagues could inspire me, and everything was going on well. Since that day, I got much fitness, I got confidence. Ever since I made my debut with Express, I conceded 1 goal, and that was against Express, my first match, my debut. 3 games in the Uganda Cup, 3 games in the league, 1 game in the Uganda Cup, making 3 clean sheets, conceding 1 goal. Since my debut, I've conceded 1 goal. That is on my debut against Express. I've played 3 games so far for the UPL and 1 game for the Uganda Cup. These games have given me some experience, a huge experience, because it's my dream to keep pushing, keep working hard, and keep persisting until I make it to the top. Because every player wants to be at Kcca, every player could want to be at the national team. Yeah, that's my dream. Some of the things that make me proud is making it at the national team under-17 and under-20, because playing for the national team is a different experience, and it is someone's dream to be at the part of the national team. Things are really amazing, and I would want to push on, keep working hard until I make it to the senior side. I want to be the first choice of the national team, and above all, I have to first work hard and get a first choice position at the club, because there's no way you can make it as a second choice. If you want to dream big, you have to work hard from the bottom. There's no skipping steps, and I have to push myself and focus on the club.
And that's it for this week's show. Remember, you can watch this show on our YouTube channel, that is Kcca Fc, and also you can follow Kcca Fc on Twitter, that is at Kcca Fc, on Facebook, Kcca Fc, and on Instagram, at Kcca Fc. A lot will be happening next week on Sunday at 10 p.m. on this very show. Remember, we might be unveiling a new signing on this show again next week. You don't want to miss out on this one. You don't want to be told by anyone. Super stuff happening down at Kcca Football Club. I am your host, Magero Moses Mwanje. Good night.